specific reason for getting rid of the media viewing period?
Yeah, we evaluated some things last week. We made some changes to the way that we're handling pre-practice, just with the short week, and we liked how our team handled it and responded to it. And so with that, we're continuing forward with a lot of the things that we did last week, and it just didn't make sense to have it, honestly.
And do you have any update on Nate Clifton?
Not yet. He's definitely got a shot to go this week. He, unfortunately wasn't able to finish the game. I thought our guys came in and stepped in and did a really good job in his absence. Obviously, would love to have him, but we're going to try to progress him here throughout the week, and hopefully having the extra day with the short week will pay dividends there.
Lincoln, injury updates in the secondary. Jalen, Kamari, Greedy, Jacoby, and also we saw Marcellus Williams was out. What their statuses? Yeah,
Marcellus isn't available right now. Nothing crazy, but it's not available. The rest of the guys obviously didn't have them last week. I don't believe any of them are out long term. I don't know that there's any of them that you would say today like are full go, no doubt are going to play. But I do think they're all progressing in a very positive way. So hopeful to get. I mean, obviously we'll take any number that we can. That didn't look good. Hit that corner tough, yeah. So I don't think. I don't know that we'll get all of them back, but obviously when you have that many at one position, anybody back would be very, very helpful.
Is it an injury with Marcellus? Or?
Yes.
Coach, just what have you made of Devon Tomkins? Since Bayer has been out, Nick Clifton's injured, and Gavin Myers also sustained some injuries. What have you just made of what Tomkins has done?
Yeah, Devon's done a great job, man. He was one of the guys that we honored with our Trojan MVP this last week, which is just one of the people we thought that most contributed to the win and just to the standard and culture that we're building here. We actually highlighted to the team a number of scout team reps that he's taken, on this practice field, which is it's a pretty large number. And for multiple years, he was kind of the young, talented guy that needed all the seasoning. He needed every single rep. And now you kind of look up, and he's changed his body. We just really like seeing him gain like confidence as a player. You could tell like he gets out there, he's playing multiple positions inside and outside. He's one of our smartest D linemen, has been able to pick up the scheme and kind of work interchangeably. And then just all those reps, all that perseverance has paid off. And you kind of look up and the guy's turned himself into a pretty good player. We thought he was very effective last week against the run, was very disruptive. That's one of those guys that you look back like, we're glad we stayed with him, and I'm glad he stayed with it. And that's what great example of patience and perseverance. And for a California kid to come in here like that, work the way that he has, here in his home state, at his home school in a lot of ways, like there's a lot of meaning behind it. It was, he's got a lot of respect of the people in our program, his peers, because they've seen all that he's had to go through and all he's had to push through to have this opportunity. It's pretty cool to see him, attacking it like he did the other day and making the most of it.
A lot of you guys defensively played season-high snaps. Any of that on film, you saw really maximize those extra opportunities?
Well, I think some of the front guys, you really liked how they played. I mean, Devon, Sam Green, Cam Fountain, Jade continues to get better. Gavin was a warrior in there for us. I thought he played one of his more impactful games as well. I think Desmond Stevens continues to get better and better. He still has a few mistakes here and there, but the more snaps he gets, the more confident he gets. And I thought we played a pretty impactful game at linebacker. I thought Zion came in and did some really nice things. Bryson Shaw played very well. Prophet had some really nice plays. So it was. When you line up to play Rutgers, you don't necessarily envision that it's going to be like 95 to 45 in plays or 95 to 50 or whatever it was. It was just kind of unique how it played out. But we got a chance to rep a ton of those guys, and it was fun to be able to watch them make plays and to kind of to see where some of those guys are at.
What has Emmanuel shown you recently? Can't be easy to go questionable into a game.
Yeah, well, we didn't think he was going to play. He was actually the other guy we honored as the Trojan MVP along with Devon. We got the injury report. We thought he was pretty doubtful early in the week, and credit to to Dustin, our training staff. Those guys did an awesome job getting him ready, and I do think it shows his progress, because we made the comment to the team that I don't know that he would have been in shape or been as like mentally tough to be able to not just play, but like play well. And like he kind of went in there like it was nothing, and just like, I'm just going to find a way to overcome it. And it was just cool to see, man. He's progressed a ton, played very well. He's had a good stretch of games here the last few weeks, and you always love seeing just examples of that toughness and commitment to what we're doing.
Let's do one more.
Kyle Ford was pretty honest after the game on Saturday about frustrations he's had just coming back and expecting a bigger role and not quite having that. How have you seen him just kind of handle that this season, coming to terms with his role, and just maybe what could you see from him that would lead to a bigger role?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a maturity about it. I mean, I've never had a receiver in, you know, however many years of doing this that was very happy with their role. I mean, that's it's part of it, right? It's a dependent position. It goes in spurts, especially when you have some games like we did the other day when you only have 40-something plays with the first offense. Like, it's part of it. And then it's a fine line, because you want guys that want the ball and want the opportunities and have that fire, but they also, you can't let it turn sour or negative for the team or for their own performance. And I think Kyle's is some of the maturity that I see this year versus year one with him. His first year, I don't know that would have handled it, and I think this year he stayed in a really good positive mind frame. He's really tried to, I think, stay in the moment, and I just don't feel like it's rattled him as much, and I think that's why he was ready to go in and make some plays, and I would expect that to continue with him. So he's always been a guy, he's a high motor guy, he's a high energy guy, and when he gets some confidence and get going, like, he can really play, and you got to see a little bit of that the other night.